Today, you weaponize your focus and learn to execute your desires with the sniper precision of a primordial light codes creator. So here's your core framework update. There's no space, okay? No space, zero, no space for the old world resonance of negative thoughts. We're done with negative thoughts, all of them, okay? There's no room for negative thoughts or self-doubt or self-sabotage or lack of self-worth and value. The universe operates on this code of pure, unapplied meaning, okay? It's a command-based system. I know it's really easy for me to say, okay, no more negative thoughts, no more self-doubt, no more lack and self-worth and value. This can take years of refinement, okay? This is the work that's ongoing for us. All of this, you can't just, click your fingers and we're back to neutral, ground zero in our emotions, in our presence, in our nervous system. It takes conscious daily practice. It's a practice and it's ongoing daily, forever. It's not something you go and do and okay, I'm done now. It's daily. It just gets easier the more you do it, and you forget. And every time you catch yourself sabotaging, you stop yourself. You put up this big energetic hand and say, no, we're not doing this. And you will with daily practice. And that's the importance of your audit, your life audit. Who have you got around you that's bringing you down? Who's around you, what situations, what experiences are around you that you need to remove from your reality, because the people around you, the situations around you will influence your entire state of being, and can sabotage you. So any relationships you're in, friends, family members, doesn't matter if they're family, if they're really reducing your vibration, bringing you down energetically, that's your responsibility to clear that up. Even if it's family members, limit your time with them. If it's family members that can be really awkward or upset you in some way, or really invoke low frequency emotions within you, it's stuff to work on. It's lessons, it's emotional intelligence work, and it can be painful. It's yours to work with. Just keep doing it every day. Just practice. If you find people hard to be around in your family, just limit your time with them. Just small amounts. I know that we can't just always remove people from our lives. Your quantum field responds like my Belgian Malinois. It requires clear, unwavering commands and directives. Otherwise, it's going to act like a mad dog on speed, just causing chaos and destruction. Ambiguity is the virus that creates chaos and destruction in your manifestation field, okay? Ambiguity is like a big, crazy dog, unless you train it properly and direct it properly and command driven. Okay, dogs are command driven. The quantum field is like a big dog, needs command, okay, and training and military precise directives, okay? So your operational integrity rests on these three laws of quantum execution. Command, execution, receive, okay? So command with clear atomic authority. So much clarity in your command. Clear. And this is the importance of clear thinking. Clear thinking enables us to be decisive, okay? So crystal clear command with clear atomic authority. Second one is execution. Execution without hesitation, okay? This is your, it's just so clean. All of this is really clean authority. So number one, command with clear autonomic authority. 2, execution without hesitation. 3, receiving without apology. Receiving without apology. Break one link and the entire chain of reality snaps. You need all 3 aligned. To put this all into context, we can say that our thoughts influence how we feel. Okay, our thoughts influence how we feel. And then how we feel influences how we act or how we behave. Okay, how we feel influences how we act and how we behave. And how we act and behave influences what we experience in our personal reality. The combination of a thought and a feeling creates a memory. Okay, a memory is the combined thought and feeling. And when we recall that memory, whether it's consciously or triggered, we recall the feeling that once again influences our current experience, even though the memory is from the past. Okay, does that make sense? When we recall that memory, whether it's consciously or triggered, we recall the feeling that once again influences our current experience, even though the memory is from the past. So a past experience can influence our present experience, and our brain will use this to apply to a future experience. It's like this experiential loop, a pattern, and we can keep running these same programs or we can break them. So we can take a past experience and it will influence us in the now. And if we think about the past experience, we'll also project it into the future and just expect it to happen again. So we've got this past, present, future loop. And it's living in the field of predictability. Our brain is predicting that if something happened to us in the past, we've recalled the memory from the past and we're still experiencing it in the present. Therefore, I'm going to safely project that into the future. So it's this experiential loop that we need to break. Otherwise, we're just living in these loops, these patterns that we want to break. And your brain starts to try and predict the future based on the past. So you're constantly living in the past. We can also recall a memory from the future that hasn't even happened yet. Okay, we can recall a memory from the future, one that we imagined and that still influences our current experience. This is where thought influences your emotion. So we can recall a memory from the future, one that hasn't happened yet, and one that we've imagined, and it will influence our current experience. But imagine here that depression is feeling sad about the past, and anxiety is feeling fear about the future, and these emotions are influencing your present experience. So you're living in the past, you're living in the future, and it's influencing your current experience. And when all these thoughts and feelings are repeated over and over again from your past and from your future, whether they're real or not, they become your values. They become your core personal values. They become your beliefs and your stories that shape your identity and your personality. Because the more you think these thoughts, the more you feel these thoughts, the more they are embodied into your core personal values, the more you believe them as being real. Because you're feeling the feeling, your brain assumes it's real, and they become your beliefs. So your values, your beliefs, your stories shape your identity and your personality. They can be based on things that aren't even real. And this is the great thing about this work, is that you get to realign and redesign your identity over and over again. Your identity and personality can be shaped by, your parents, society, your teachers, the people around you that raised you. You can be living a life that's not even your own. So you get to realign it. You get to redesign your life, your identity, everything, and start again from a blank canvas. And the theory is that if a future memory that hasn't happened yet can influence our present experience and reality, then we can consciously create future memories based on our desires and commands to influence our present experience, okay, to change our mind and to see things differently. It's just a matter of 3D time before the universe kneels to catch up with our 5D manifestation, as long as you're in command of your alignment, okay? The alignment, remember, being the triad, the thoughts, emotions, actions with compounded trust, faith, knowing, and belief. And this is absolutely an art. It's a discipline. It's a way of life. It takes so much conscious practice, but the only way to do it is to just keep practicing all the time, every day. It's having this absolute trust and faith in yourself and your connection to source or the universe or the quantum field, Mother Nature, God, whatever you want to call it. It's knowing something is yours before even seeing it. And that's faith. Faith is knowing that something's yours even before you've received it. It's a knowing, it's a trust, it's a certainty. You know something is yours. Memories themselves can either be low frequency survival memories or high frequency creative memories. The key here is in knowing whether your thought is conscious and responding to life, creating your reality in creative mode, or whether your thought is unconscious and reacting to the external reality in survival mode, where it's being triggered by an external event. It's also healthy to react to life, but it's critical to know if you're reacting from your survival brain or from your creative brain. So your survival brain is sabotage and self-destruction, and your creative brain is conscious choice. This is where everything you experience becomes an invitation to either command your power or to give it away. This freedom to either move towards or to pivot or to move away from something or someone is what ultimately leads you to become a frequency match to what you are commanding and what you want to command by this conscious free will and choice and decision. I can't say decision. I can't say it. Decision. The clearer your alignment to self-source, the clearer your thoughts and emotions and actions, the clearer your decisions and choices, the more aligned your reality and experience and manifestations. Survival mode is for prey, and you're not prey, okay? We always want to be in our creative mind, the neocortex, the intelligent human mind, okay? You were born to shed timelines, to hunt timelines, to command timelines. So here's another tactical briefing. Your primary weapon in your life and business is the command triad, okay? Just remember it. The three-part system for ruthless alignment. So firstly, your thought must be laser focused and intentional for precise coordinates. It's a signal so pure and clean that it cuts through static. Secondly, the emotion you get from the desire is a white-hot conviction, okay? Desire isn't a longing. It's the high voltage gap between your current position and your target reality, okay? Desire is the code that fuels your command. Desire is the command code. So you take, where am I now? Where do I want to be? Where am I now? Where do I want to be? What is in the gap between where I am and where I want to be? The gap is the desire, okay? That's the desire command code, is in that gap. What is it that I desire? And thirdly, Your action must be in this undeniable alignment or this reality forged execution. It's got to be so aligned. Anything less than this full spectrum synergy, and you leak power. Okay, there's a fatal flaw in the field or a hole in your bucket. It's a fuck it bucket. Okay, if there's any holes in the bucket, it's a fuck it bucket. You want the full spectrum synergy: thought, emotion, action. Otherwise, put it in the fuck it bucket. Okay, so let's do a field exercise. The next transmission is a direct call to action, okay? Right here, right now. I want you to identify one desire and really weaponize it with Malinois command, okay? Get your Belgian Malinois command on, the big dog, okay? Give that ancestral programming of anxiety a single firm directive of sit. And we're going to make that into an acronym of sovereign intent transmission. Okay, sit. Sovereign intent transmission. Your voice, your declaration, your breath combined, they become this master code. So my reality will conform to X, or I command X, and so it is. Make your commands so crystal clear, really precise, clean, just absolutely pure. Okay, your energy field needs to become just pristine, so fucking clean that you feel different. You feel so clean, you feel so aligned. If you think something out of alignment, it's so obvious, and you're like, oh, just brush it off, like whatever. Okay, it's a practice, but have fun with it. You will move through this work faster if you have fun. Stop taking life so seriously. Have so much fun with this work, okay? Grow these reality bending claws and fangs that are sharp, precise, and intentional and lethal. Okay. No, just, yeah, just have fun with this work. Think about begging the universe and whimpering at the cosmos is a low frequency 3D resonance. Commanding it in high frequency 5D warfare will collapse entire timelines. Okay, you need to be so clean in your energy field. This is a manifestation declaration of war on weakness towards your own sovereignty. Okay, it's time to own it. And if the universe hesitates, then you bite it, but it won't. The universe is a playful, conscious, big dog. Throw the ball and it will bring it back. That's the universal law of karma. Okay, before I end this transmission, here's an execution protocol for you. Last one. From this moment forward, your energy language is your weapon. Okay, you'll delete I hope and anything similar from your vocabulary. So when a desire arises, you'll immediately state it as this explicit command and seal it with an anchor frequency of so it is, in this sovereign tone as a final energetic lock. So it is. No hesitation. Your mission here is relentless execution, okay, of all your desires. And command your daily outcomes, audit your reality, and command your alignments. Check for leaks in people, situations, experiences, and execute this aligned action. You know, you're a quantum born rebel. You're a disruptor. So go interrupt the status quo that you've been taught not to, okay? Be a badass because you are a badass. And come back and report any anomalies to me immediately, okay? And if your reality isn't conforming, that's a signal that your triad is not in alignment. Your thoughts, emotions, actions are not in crystal clear alignment. Go back to Belgian Malinois school and sharpen your claws and your fangs. If you find yourself blocked, then go and detonate the hesitation residue with this final command of, I command clarity now. Okay, everything is clear. I can see. Now go. The universe awaits your orders with no meaning, no hesitation. Okay, Commander, manifest all your desires and wealth. And remember, this isn't activation, it's quantum ignition. Go register at galacticleadership.academy for the 5D calling program as the first stage of the alignment in leading yourself as a master timeline architect or creator. I love you. Peace. Dhanu Saveeta, the 5D business strategist. Lyran Space Cat, rebel, disruptor, out.